Michael Moore slammed Obamacare in an op-ed for the New York Times. Some conservatives are shocked by this. I don't know why they are. He says, liberals' dirty little secret is that, quote, Obamacare is awful. Awful, that's a strong word. He says, quote, the Affordable Care Act is a pro-insurance industry plan implemented by a president who knew in his heart that a single-payer Medicare for all model was the true way to go. When right-wing critics exposed the fact that President Obama endorsed a single-payer system before 2004, they're actually telling the truth. Now, Moore goes on to clarify that Obamacare is a godsend for some people, but he says progressives should continue to fight for a true universal system. And the fact that Republicans are shocked by this shows how little they really know, because this has been Moore's position forever, as long as I can remember. And here's how you have to look at it. There's a gradation of healthcare systems. So there's at least 7 provisions to Obamacare that are just overwhelmingly positive, and in fact, I don't think there's any downside to them. So, for example, it prevents companies from rejecting people with pre-existing conditions. It ends companies from implementing lifetime caps and kicking you off when you hit it. It mandates that at least 80% of insurance company money goes to actual health care, as opposed to in the past it would be like 50-50, 50 towards overhead and paperwork and 50 towards health care. No more of that nonsense. Now 80% of it at least has to go towards health care. The Medicaid expansion is positive, even though red states are rejecting it in large numbers. Keeping children on their parents' rolls until they're 26 years old helped so many people, myself included, I should add. Increasing subsidies to the middle class to lower the cost of care. I mean, eliminating bare bones coverage, which is basically just a tremendous scam. All these different healthcare plans that are scams that take your money and give you absolutely nothing. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. Obamacare is definitely a step in the right direction. But overall, Michael Moore is right. I mean, only a Medicare for all system will truly cover everybody. And it would do things that Obamacare can't in its wildest dreams actually fix. So, for example, eliminating medical bankruptcies. I mean, you're only going to do that if you have Medicare for all. If stopping the outrage of 45,000 people dying every year in America because they don't have access to basic care. You're not really addressing these deep problems until you have Medicare for all. So Moore is definitely right, but this was never a shock from the beginning. The fact that Republicans are surprised by it shows they never knew his position.